Well, here we are, the last month of 2023. Yes. And we're going to end it strong and solid with a lot of blessings. I'm optimistic. I'm always optimistic. I always just like to go into the month going, this is going to be great. There's a lot of potential here. There's a lot of good stuff happening. So, December. I'm very excited about this because we kick off the month strong with Mercury moving into Capricorn. Mercury in Capricorn is clearing up our thoughts. It's giving us a lot of successful streamline of our thoughts and our plans. It's a really good time because we're not wasting as much time. We're really like saying, okay, this is what we need to do. Let's go get it done. That's Mercury in Capricorn. Now, hold on to Mercury because we're not done with Mercury yet. I'll be coming back to him in just a minute. On the 4th of December, we have Venus going into Scorpio. Now, Venus rules the opposing sign to Scorpio, Taurus, and Libra, but we're talking about Taurus right now. So Venus rules Taurus. So Venus in Scorpio is not the worst place. Venus does not like being in Virgo. I think we've talked about that. But Venus in Scorpio is not the worst place for Venus, but it's not a comfortable place either. This is a very intense time. You're going to see a lot of intensity here. Power struggles, maybe money concerns, or if you had money concerns and they've sort of been hidden, they come to the surface during this time. On the 6th, we have Neptune going direct, which is fantastic because this is setting our imaginations free. Oh, yeah. So while Neptune's been retrograde, our imaginations have been a little clogged up. Maybe like there's just been nothing to fantasize about. Maybe our dreams have been a little crippled. But now with Neptune going direct, we're letting our imaginations go. We're seeing our dreams are just like way more intense, a lot more vivid to like scenes to them, and our faith is increasing. I love it. I'm here for it. On the 7th, Hanukkah begins. So if you're celebrating Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. On the 12th, we have a new moon in Sagittarius. I'm going to go into great detail about the new moon in Sagittarius when I do the zodiac reading and card pull for the new moon in Sagittarius. So make sure you tune into those videos to see like what's shaking out there, because the moon is conjunct Mars. So you know what that means when Mars is in the mix. A little bit of aggression. So I'm going to go into a lot of detail about that new moon at that time. On the 13th, I told you we weren't done with Mercury yet. Here it is. Mercury goes retrograde. Yeah. Mercury goes retrograde at 2:09 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Mercury's going retrograde in Capricorn. It's going to be great. Mercury's going to be retrograde until January 1st of 2024. So that's just a little bonus. That's just an awesome bonus for all those parties and traveling days and holidays that Mercury's going to be retrograde. Isn't that great? Yeah. Told you there was a couple of little catches. Okay, then on the 21st, we have a really busy day. We have the winter solstice. If you are celebrating the winter solstice with your crew, with your coven, whatever, happy solstice. The sun also goes into Capricorn on this day. And, again, busy day. Venus is in opposition to Uranus, and Mars is quincunx to Uranus. Now, excuse me, I told you I'm getting over a cold. So with Venus and Uranus being in opposition, this is a really moody and impulsive time for us, like feeling wise. Unfortunately, with Mars quincunx Uranus, it's also an impulsive time, but it's a time of rash behavior. So we really, really need to think things through during this solstice, during this busy day on the 21st. So Let's just think things through. The great thing is that Mercury is sextile to Saturn this day, so it is a time of thinking things through. It is a time of planning ahead. So there's some help there. There is some help. On the 23rd, we have Mercury retrograding back into Sagittarius. Now, Mercury is not a fan of being in Sagittarius. It's not the most comfortable place for Mercury to be because Mercury rules the opposing sign of Gemini. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo, but Mercury is in opposition to a sign that it rules. It's not the best place, not the worst place for Mercury, but it's not the happiest place for Mercury. So we're still going to see the things that Mercury and Sagittarius feels, which is we're not able to articulate, we're not able to get our point across, the communication does not flow very easily. We're going to see that really amplified because Mercury is retrograde in this sign now. Yeah. Again, super fun. On the 24th and the 25th, we have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, respectively. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. On the 26th, I'm so excited about this. Not only is it Boxing Day to our neighbors from the north, so if you live in Canada, happy Boxing Day, and Kwanzaa is also beginning. So if you're celebrating Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa. But this is a full moon in Cancer. The moon rules Cancer. This is a fantastic full moon. I love it. I love it. There's a lot of aspects that are going on because the moon is in opposition to Mercury, it's sextile Jupiter, it's square Neptune, and it's trine Saturn. So there's a lot of aspects that are actually happening in this full moon in Cancer. Even though the moon does rule Cancer, it should be like the happiest day on earth, but there are some aspects that are influencing it, and I will go into a lot of detail on that card reading when I do the full moon in Cancer explanation before the zodiac card reading. So make sure you tune into those shows as well. On the 29th, we have Venus moving into Sagittarius. So Venus has had a very short trip in Scorpio. So now Venus is moving into Sagittarius, which is, it's more social, it's very energetic, it's like looking for that pleasurable, exciting time, and it opens us up to new experiences. It's also a time, it can be a little risky. It can be a time where we're not sure if we want to take the risk or not, but this can be a little bit risky. So again, think things through, but this is a very social, energetic time, and it's just awesome because on the 30th we have Jupiter going direct, and Jupiter is our planet of blessings and luck, and Jupiter goes direct at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So basically at the end of the day, excuse me, basically at the end of the day, Jupiter goes direct. But it's a fantastic, it's like kismet, it's perfect because the next day is New Year's Eve and everybody is celebrating on New Year's Eve, right? Even those of us that like to go to bed early are celebrating on the 31st. So, I mean, here we are on the 29th with Venus moving into Sag, which is a social time, and then Jupiter going direct on the 30th, right before New Year's Eve. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Yeah, even if Mercury is retrograde, still could be a good time. We end 2023, not only December, but also the whole year, with 4 planets in Earth. Jupiter and Uranus are in Taurus. We have Capricorn and, Capricorn is hosting the Sun and Pluto. We have 3 planets and North Node in Fire sign. So we have Mars, Mercury, and Venus in Sagittarius and North Node in Aries. And we have 2 planets in water, Saturn and Neptune, both in Pisces. And we do have South Node in Libra. And I've been talking more and more about South Node in the past little while because I've just just been like studying about it and just a little bit more obsessed with South Node. I don't know why, in the past few months. So, but we do have South Node in Libra. I did not check to see where all the asteroids were, but right now, I think that's the only thing that we have in air at the end of the year. So, I know it's been a journey. I will tell you, this has definitely been a journey. I'm so grateful to all of you that have just made this like a great channel. This has been an awesome year. And thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for all your feedback. I appreciate all the comments. Thank you. I'm so looking forward to 2024 with you. But before we get to 2024, let's see what your individual numerology is here at the end of 2023. Well, hello, Life Path 6, and welcome to your readings at the round table for your monthly numerology. I'm Jennifer. Mouse is sitting up here now. He was here. He's been over there. He's just been everywhere today. And he's definitely been making a mess of my desk. But the lovely and beautiful Jasmine has been here all day, and she's been so well behaved and napping and eating and just a good girl. I'm not biased, but Mouse is being mischievous today. All right, Life Path 6. Woohoo! December is a 7-month for you. We are doubling down on that 7 energy because here we are, the last month of 2023, which is a 7-year, and you have a 7-month and a 7-year. Yep, it's a special time for you. So 7, the mantra of the 7 is I am graceful spirit, finding insight, beauty, and peace around me. Sometimes this can be really challenging to find peace around like the stuff that we're in the middle of, especially if it's our cat that's knocking our notes down. I know, once a month, I set this up so that I can see my notes right on either side of my monitor, and Mouse just loves to walk through the papers when I set them up. It's like waving a red flag at a bull. It's great. It's great. Okay, back to you. So it is sometimes challenging to find peace around you when you're in difficult circumstances or when you're in a growth period, because that's a lot of what the 7 is spiritual growth, spiritual expansion, spiritual growth, spiritual connection. It can be challenging. But the great thing about finding a strong spiritual connection to the universe, to each other, to nature, to our animals, to our families, whatever, the great thing about finding that strong spiritual connection and opening yourself up to expanding your spiritual knowledge, your metaphysical knowledge, your spiritual awareness, is you are able to search for and recognize peace when it comes into your life. You are able to trust your own judgment more because you have a lot more insight. Yeah, there's some good things happening with that. So this is definitely a time of philosophy, of contemplation, of introspection, of discovery and assessment. This is also a great time to like analyze like things that are going on in your life or where you want to go or what it is that you're looking to accomplish. My cat is like howling. The lessons of the 7, Mouse, thank you. The lessons of the 7 are making choices without retreating from others and finding the answers within yourself and trusting them. Again, we're trusting our own judgment and listening to our insight here. The great thing, again, I cannot emphasize this more. When you strengthen your spiritual connection, when you strengthen your connection to other people, to nature, to the universe, it really does help you to trust yourself more and not depend on what others think. That is a place of freedom, let me tell you. The shadow effects of the 7 is self-imposed isolation, self-doubt, running from problems and decisions, caused primarily from insecurity. If you're feeling insecure about something that's going on, you're less likely to want to make a decision about that particular thing, about that issue. I know. Or deal with that problem. It's kind of interesting. And for that 6 energy, for that life path 6 energy, where you have a lot of values, you really put a lot of time and energy in being a friend and a counselor. You really have an emphasis on your family and your community. You like that togetherness. You have a love of your home and your family, your children, or your fur children, you know. You like to be able to speak your truth. You're extremely compassionate and generous. I love that about you. And you're here to teach a mutual love and respect for mankind to everyone that you meet. You are about harmony. You are about harmony. So you really do appreciate marriage and partnerships of all kinds. You put a lot of faith in those things, and I do love that about you. You're extremely artistic, life path 6, and I think that creativity is what helps you to keep all of these groups, these partnerships, these unions together. That's awesome. The mantra of the 6, I'll just remind you of that, is I am compassionate, generous, inspiring, mutual love, respect, and truth. Oh, it's awesome. That gets just better, doesn't it? The lesson of the 6 is to be patient, accepting, and to speak the truth without judgment or a desire for a specific outcome. Again, I really feel like you're going to be able to speak your truth and walk stronger on your path by expanding this spiritual connection, your spiritual knowledge, by expanding your connection to the universe, to your community, to your family. I think that's going to be a natural thing for you. And I feel like we're just amping it up right here at the end of the year. Real quick, the shadow effects of the 6, just to remind you, is you must learn to be alone without being lonely. Accepting people with no judgments, having patience, and not accepting additional responsibility, or taking extra responsibility on. Being skeptical or nervous or overly sensitive. Ooh, I know, that is challenging, isn't it? It's definitely challenging for a Virgo, and I'm not a 6, so. All right, well, 6, let's see what we have in the cards for you. And now that Mouse has moved, I am reading from the usual ones that I do for numerology, if I can get this to focus. The Goddess Guidance Oracle deck and the Healing Oracle Crystal Reading cards. These are just some amazing cards, I know. And I do read from these every month during the numerology, so. Ooh, I guess I could switch the camera, huh? See, he's out there just making a mess. I just know, I don't know what he's tearing up, but he's tearing up something. He's so cute, but this is just... And he disconnected my audio in one of my videos today. I'm hoping it's only one. I haven't checked them all. but he disconnected the audio, so I have to go back and redo that. So happy. Yeah. It's my boy. Ooh. Ostera, fertility. Ooh. Wow, I'm like got a Blondie song stuck in my head. Ooh, hematite, grounding. I have a really nice hematite right here. Not pretty. Okay. All right. Ostera, fertility. Oh, so pretty. I love that moon. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. How awesome. I think that mouse has moved my camera again. Go play. All right, and grounding is the crystal card. Researchers have discovered that the center of the Earth is made of hematite formed in the geometry of a dodecahedron. Being in the presence of this magical crystal naturally assists you to connect deeply to the heart of the planet, grounding your roots and foundations into the earth. The medicine of hematite assists in detoxing on all levels, mind, body, spirit, and is the most, I cannot get the page turned, and is the most powerful grounding crystal on the planet. It purifies and cleanses. It cleanses the blood and assists in healing blood disorders. It grounds and connects to the earth, to the center of the earth, enhancing manifestation skills, and encourages gentle healing after shock or trauma. Wow. Wow, this is just amazing. Please don't knock down my cameras. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna borrow some of your patience, Life Path 6. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for your support on my channel for this year. This has been an amazing journey. I really do appreciate you and just all the views and the subscribers. It's been amazing. So thank you so much. Don't forget to watch your monthly zodiacs that I do for the new moon and the full moon. I do a card pull for the zodiac signs every month. And I have some new things coming out in 2024, so stay tuned. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful December and happy and safe and amazing holidays. And until we see each other again, Life Path 6, get out there and make your magic. Bye.